couple of things I got good splashes that I enjoyed, but I didn't get.
Well, you were covered up
drenched.
towards the
At the end, I started to go, okay, this is almost. You have enough time to blow
Catch everybody in action.
It's actually a former Silicon Valley computer guy. He was a editor of one of the from Reddit. He
She's my cousin's wife. You don't have to shoot. There's another kid there.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, John, there's another kid.
Okay.
Mimi's daughter. Where's the other kid? Yeah, I guess nobody's messing.
Lady,
I don't know.
you gotta have to turn sideways a little bit.
That's better. Take a picture.
That's you got him right. Yeah,
They're all kind of bunched.
out of range.
You sure can.
knows, because he's driving limo and everything.
Yeah, that's
He knows all the places to go.
That's so true.
Yeah. Lombard Street.
Oh, you want to go to all the sites?
Well, you're not getting any sympathy here, my friend. The years are coming to people.
Was it 2 years ago, Spokane? No, 4 years ago.
This is my husband Max.
Hi, Max, I say yes. Thank you very much.
No, I know.
Yes, I know. That's Jordan, don't get in the picture. You don't want to write
Piece of property that hadn't been built, just a lot. But property was skyrocketing back then. And those really? Wow.
Well, so we
25
my sister's kids and I.
What does that mean? No, good. What is this symbol?
Right? No.
It means you're good.
You're funny. It's older than you. It's 10 times older than you. And it has nothing to do with kissing.
That's what we've been taught our entire life.
Right next to that, there's like one big area.
John's going to say the blessing.
Welcome here. First, before I start, I wanted to introduce our music man here tonight. This is Wayne Watanabe and his wife Alma, and Naomi, his daughter, and his son-in-law, Mike. Wayne has many talents. He put our cabinets in our kitchen, and it's a beautiful job. That's all I can say. So if you bow your heads, I'd like to give us a prayer to our Heavenly Father. Heavenly Father, the French family comes before you humbly and thank you for all you have brought to us and through here in Grants Pass. We just thank you. As with many families, we have seen many tragedies, struggles, hardships, hurt, and pain. It was only by your mercy and grace that we made it through it. We thank you for loving us, for providing for us. And during the times when we couldn't see our way through a situation, you made a way for each of us. We honor you and we praise you, for you are the only one who is worthy to receive praise. We thank you for providing the opportunity to attend this reunion and the food for this evening's dinner. So Lord, bless this food to our bodies and give us strength for your provision. We ask that you continue to bless this family as we go forth with our family reunion and beyond the reunion. Bless each family member as they travel home in the ensuing days. We ask all this in the matchless name of our Lord Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Little things I should have said and done, I just never took the time. You always on my mind, you always on my mind. So tell me that you're sweet on that night. Keep you satisfied, oh yeah. Smooth.
You know what?
She knows how to say George.
Held off. No, the funny thing is, I don't know, my brother, he had way more hair than that. It was all gray. I had my own gray down there.
You can move it, Mom.
My podium is at a slant.
Usually they are.
It makes it, put it on the wall. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. You're all really great. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Yes. What we're going to do first off is to honor the people we no longer have. And Dana Berry, sweet little girl, is going to help me. I'm going to read the names, and Dana is going to put the rose in the vase. And we do that with each name to honor the people who have passed away. The first one is Dan Rodenbaum, who passed away January 2011. And then in November 2011, his mother, Fern Rodenbaum, passed away. And we have Harry Olson, who was the husband of Leola, and he passed away in April 2011. And sadly again, we have Jim French Jr. We have Jim French Sr. with us tonight. His son passed away in April 2011. And lastly, but not leastly, we have Presley French, who passed away in February 2011. These are the people that I know of that passed away since our last reunion. So if anyone knows of anyone I don't know, I would appreciate you telling me. Thank you, Dana. Who here is the oldest?
Marvin. Oh,
French.
oh.
Stand up, Jim.
He's too old. We have two Jim Frenches.
Well, this is an honor I'm not making.
I'm not proud of you for anything. And who is the youngest?
Younger?
Cody. How old are you, Cody? 11. Anybody younger than 11? I guess Cody gets the honor. If there's anyone that would want to honor anyone else or to make a comment, would be the time to do it. Okay.
Thank Robin for putting
Hey.
Everyone. Now we will have the Secretary Treasurer come and give her report, and that is Cindy Reese.
Go Cindy. Woo!
Thank you. Yeah.
This is quite precious, and I will tell you why.
Hi, everybody. Closer to the mic. Okay.
You can bend
I'm
it.
taking my notes today on my computer because unfortunately I lost the minutes from the last reunion. So I have
Lose the money?
not so far. But I do, so I put together what I could from asking people what they remembered. And if anybody can add to what I have tonight, I'd appreciate it because I'll put it into the journal of the minutes. I also have a message from Dean French. I was exchanging some emails from him about, because he had given a nice talk about Gentry at the last reunion, and so he sent me that so that I could include that in the minutes from last meeting. And so he asked me to read this joke. And it's so corny. And that's what I love about him. A fish was swimming along the Rogue River near Grants Pass when he ran into a stone wall. Do you know what the fish said? So, and he obviously he sends oceans of love. So I miss having him here. So our tonight is the business meeting in Grants Pass. The treasurer's report. Our balance as of the last meeting was $1,267.83. Since then, we had expenses for shipping the gavel here of $14.45, $363.45 for the rental of the hall at the museum where we had last year's reunion. That brought the total balance down to $889.93. We've earned interest of $15.35, so we now have a balance of $904.28.
How'd you get 15%?
No, it's not 15%. It's I think that's like
What's that, $15?
$15,
Oh,
not
$15.
$110. Yeah, over 2 years.
It's about 3/4%.
So for the minutes that I put together from talking to people who've been there, and as I say, please let me know if you can help me fill in some gaps. The meeting was held at Morrill Hall at the University of Nebraska State History Museum. The buffet dinner was served among the dinosaurs, if people that were there remember. It was a wonderful, wonderful venue. President Jane French Sloan opened the meeting. Cousin Dean read a brief history of Gentry and his offspring. A copy of history is included in the minutes. The rose ceremony honored the memories of those who passed on since the previous reunion. I would love to have the names of those people because that was where I wrote them down. I'm so sorry I lost them. I provided the treasurer's report and read the meeting minutes of the meeting from 2008, which actually Marvin had sent out an email, and that's what we used for the meeting minutes from the reunion in Spokane. Officers were nominated. Robin was nominated and elected president, and I was reelected as the treasurer secretary because obviously nobody knew I would lose the minutes. And that is all I have.
Order of business is old business. Anybody have any old business they want to bring up? How about new business? Okay. I would like someone from each clan to stand and introduce their clan. Would you do that? Starting with your guys, number one table.
Okay, I'm Peggy French Peterson. My father was, my birth father was Leonard, and because my mother died 2 weeks after I was born, my father asked his half-brother Crawford to, and his wife to take me. He thought it would be for a short time till my oldest sister graduated from high school, but she had different ideas, and she got married. And so anyway, that's why I'm in two clans, Leonard and Crawford. And so, my husband, Ernie, my husband of 4 years, and then we have my eldest daughter, Dana, and her husband, Randy. Daughter, Lorna, couldn't come. My son, Chris, his wife, Kathy, and his daughters, Casey and Courtney, and their son, Cody.
Nice. The next table, please. Is there someone from a clan that could introduce everyone in their clan?
Okay.
Norma Jean.
Norma Burgess from Presley clan. And there's my daughter, Pat Samuelson, and her husband, Tom Amberzini, their son, Nick Amberzini, my daughter, Cindy Reese, and her husband, Rob Reese, and their son, Wyatt Kula.
Thank you, Norma.
I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Jack French, actually John French. And by the way, my dad is named John Leonard.
But he went by Leonard, right?
Right.
Just like you go by Jack.
Like I go by Jack, right. So, but Peggy, of course, is my birth sister. I was 2.5 when she was born. So.
And when your parents passed away, what happened to you? You were 2.5.
I was 2.5, and I went out and got a job. He died then, my dad died when I was 5. And we had a very nice woman came in and took care of us and never adopted us. And she was in her 40s. Finally, she got married when I was 12. And we moved to Battle Creek. That was in Lincoln, Nebraska. We moved to Battle Creek, Michigan.
With her?
With her. She died less than a year later. So I lost her at age 13. And then I moved back to Nebraska on a farm by Lincoln. And
got a job.
Sister. Well, I did. I got a job right out of well, I worked before that, but I've been self-supporting since about out of 9th grade. Of course, I was 21.
Thank you, Jack.
I did finish high school. And some college.
All right, Jack, we love you.
Well, those people at the next table are pretty much my clan, my children and grandchildren. And we are from the Claude clan. Claude was Jane Gentry's first child, I think. Thank you, Pat.
I think so too.
And the people at the table that are my clan are my oldest daughter, Christine.
Hello.
And her sister, Corrine. And we have Christine's boys. We have Christine's husband, Blair. They're from Dana Point, California. And their oldest is Evan. Hi, Evan. And coming up right behind is Benjamin.
Hello.
Hello. And then we have Kareem's husband, Michael, and their daughter, Mulaney, and Mulaney's brother, Casey. And I have a husband. And his name is John Schroeder, and he's over here. He keeps me straight. And at the next table we have,
I'm Denise Lynn French, my twin sister Debbie French, my friend Gary Martens, my two sons Jordan and Jesse Lynch, and we're the Claude, and I'm a daughter of Dean French.
and there's someone else at your table. Who's at your table, Denise? There we go.
Sorry, Jean French Flynn. This is my husband, Mickey Flynn. And we descended from Claude.
Yeah.
And my father was also Marvin French, which is my brother, Marvin.
There's more of us.
Stand up and tell us about it. Marvin, please.
The last time I did this, I forgot
Mike.
my wife, so. My daughter Zoe and Max Templeton, Mimi's husband. Jean, you've already been introduced, and there's Denise. Where's Pat? My sister Pat, her daughter Denise, and her daughter Jeannie, and her two lovely kids, Dana and Lydia. Right?
Yes.
Okay. What did I miss?
Here. These two.
They're not your plan, but they're at your table. Well, they have to do themselves.
Am I supposed to?
Marvin is Claude Clan. Jim is Fred. I was corrected last night.
Okay.
Jim is Fred.
Jim French, introduce yourself.
I'm James French, Jim French, Fred's son. I have 3 living sisters and 1 living brother. None of them are here. Who I have with me, and my companion here at one time was my wife for 18 years, but 29 years we just together.
So what happened 29 years? You're really good friends, right?
We're good.
Traveling companions. She's special, Jim.
Oh my God.
And Pat's table?
We got introduced.
Oh, I guess you did. Okay.
What are we missing?
We have a table over here with different plans, I think,
I'm the oldest person here.
at the table.
I'm trying to get up there. This is my wife, Jenny,
Who are you?
and I'm a descendant of Glenn French and the Claude clan. And this is my cousin.
What's his name?
His name
We're
is...
gonna stand up. I'm Dennis French. I'm the son of Forrest French, and I'm here with my wife, Linda.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Jim. Just don't get confused, because we have 2 Jim Frenches here.
We have one more that you want to introduce here?
Yeah, of course.
My name is Karen. This is my mother, Lolita. We're from the Claude clan by way of his oldest daughter, Verda. And Verda's my mother's grandmother. This is my mother, Lolita, and her husband, Roy.
Thank you, Karen. I guess that's it for the clans. Okay, now comes election of new officers. And I would like to ask for any nominations coming from the floor. Do I hear any?
Nominations for what?
I'm sorry, for president.
President?
Let's
I make a
start.
nomination that, what's your name?
It's the same as mine, her daughter.
Denise Lynch French. Yes.
Denise
Denise
French.
Lynch.
Any other nominations?
Wait a minute, we never had a
I
second
nominate Kathy
nomination.
Helwig.
Thank you. I'm sorry, Debbie.
I nominate Kathy Helwig, but she's not here.
She's back in Nebraska.
Is she willing?
I think she said yes.
I don't know. Do we have any seconds for Denise? I think.
Second the nomination.
All right. Do you have any objections, Denise?
No, I don't.
All right. We're going to have a new president and a new hostess for the next reunion in 2014, and it will be Denise Lynch. Let's do it the correct way. We'll do the nays and the yays, or whatever they do. Okay, everybody for Denise to be president? That's what you say. Good people. Any opposing? You guys gotta bear with me. You're doing great. It's law. I have to tell you guys about this. It's lovely. Okay, our new president is Denise. How about secretary treasurer? Should we vote for a vice president?
I nominate Debbie.
I do too.
That's what you get for standing up.
All those in favor? Debbie is the new vice president. Congratulations, Debbie, and congratulations, Denise. I know you'll do a wonderful job, and we'll all be there.
Where?
Well, east of Mississippi. Hopefully.
Maryland?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
Okay, Denise and Debbie's father, my Uncle Dean, sent me a letter and asked me to read it to you all. He says, greetings and salutations to all UFOers in Grants Pass for the June 2012 reunion. Vivian and I are disappointed that we are not there to participate in this traditional gathering. We have attended every reunion since the beginning in 1984. We have been there in Grand Island, Nebraska, San Diego, Grass Valley, California, Bellevue, Nebraska, Fairfield, California, Colorado Mountain Resort, Mahoney State Park in Nebraska, Spokane, Washington, Lincoln, Nebraska, and some of those places twice. We have enjoyed everyone immensely, but now it is time for us to recognize reality and respect our ages of 411 winters. Doesn't it sound just like it? We have fond memories of all those great reunions spanning 28 years since 1984. Wayne French, doing the first reunion in Grand Island, Nebraska, set the tone of excellence for others to follow in later times and locations. We have broken the chain of our attendance with sincere reluctance. Just think of the huge sums of money we have spent traveling west for those reunions. But we are pleased to say that those travels were worth every cent. In our absence, we have sent our children and our grandchildren to be our representatives at Grants Pass. Those standing in for us are our daughters Debbie French of Frederick, Maryland, and Denise Lynch of Madison, Virginia, with her two special sons, Jordan and Jesse. They have all attended most of the reunions over the years with us. Thus, they know about the great members and activities of the UFO. It is interesting to note that the great majority of UFOers live in the west of the Mississippi River. Vivian and I and our family in Maryland, and Rodney and Lisa French and their family of Baltimore, Maryland, are the scarce few who have lived east of the Mississippi. Most of that dispersion to the west can be attributed to the Great Depression and severe drought that overlooked the Midwest in the early 1930s. At that time, lots of Frenches migrated westerly from Nebraska in search of better conditions. So today, UFOers, we are mainly found in the West, scattered from Seattle to San Diego and places in between, such as Seattle, Idaho, Oregon, and all over California and other Western states. Sometimes we have tiny spells of loneliness way over here in the East. We have kept in touch pretty well with our attendance at the UFO reunions over the years of our Eastern residence since 1960. Some UFOers have visited us in Yorktown, Virginia, and Potomac, Maryland. BuckingshamsChoice.org in Adamstown, Maryland, way out in the rural area, surrounded by cornfields, cows, horses, and lots of flora and fauna. Only Marvin and Alice and Jackie Runkle have visited us here. The years, as typical, have seen the attrition of UFO members. Of Gentry's 53 grandchildren, there remain probably less than 24. Of that number, I, Dean, the son of Claude, must be the oldest surviving grandson of Gentry, and Ruth Duffy, daughter of Fred, must be the oldest surviving granddaughter of Gentry. Marvin French, son of Marvin, grandson of Claude, is the oldest great-grandson of Gentry. He is there at Grants Pass as the stalwart supporter of UFO and genealogy of our family tree, and a representative of that younger generation. You are the younger generation, Marvin. We are disappointed at not being there to participate in what we expect is an outstanding event orchestrated by Robin and John Schroeder. We extend our very best wishes to everyone there for happy family traditional camaraderie. Yeah. May the good Lord bless you and keep you till we eat again. With oceans of love, Dean and Vivian. If anyone would like a copy of this, I will make a copy and try to get to you tomorrow before anyone leaves. One other thing, this was an email joke, sort of, that he must have gotten from someone, and he sent it to me and asked me to read it to you. It says, O.D. French's Guidelines for Life. Maybe you've seen it. I don't know. I hadn't. To celebrate growing older, I once wrote the 45 lessons life taught me. It is the most requested column I've ever written. My odometer rolled over at 90 in September, so here it is. Life isn't fair, but it is good. When in doubt, just take the next small step. 3, life is too short, enjoy it. 4, your job won't take care of you when you are sick. Some of your friends and all of your family will. 5, pay off your credit cards every month. 6, you don't have to win every argument, just stay true to yourself. 7, cry with someone. It's more healing than crying alone. 8, it's okay to be angry with God. He can take it. 9, 9, save for retirement, starting with your very first paycheck. 10, when it comes to chocolate, resistance is brutal.
Did I hear an amen on Bernie?
11, make peace with your past so it won't screw up your present. 12, it's okay to let your children see you cry. 13, don't compare your life to others. You have no idea what their journey is all about. 14, if a relationship has to be secret, you shouldn't be in it. 15, everything can change in the blink of an eye, but don't worry, God never blinks. 16, take a deep breath, it calms the mind. 17, get rid of anything that isn't useful. Clutter weighs you down in many ways. 18, whatever doesn't kill you really does make you stronger. 18, was that 18 and 18? Yeah, well. Whatever doesn't, yeah, it's on both pages, so we'll skip it. It's never too late to be happy, but it's all up to you and no one else. When it comes to going after what you love in life, don't take no for an answer. Burn the candles, use the nice sheets, wear the fancy lingerie. Don't save it for a special occasion. Today is special. Over-prepare, then go with the flow. 23, be eccentric now. Don't wait for old age to wear purple. 24, the most important sex organ is your brain. 25, no one is in charge of your happiness but you. It's from Uncle Dean. 26, frame every so-called disaster with these words. In 5 years, will this matter? 27, always choose life. 28, forgive, you don't forget. Forgive, but don't forget. What other people think of you is none of your business. 30, time heals almost everything. Give time, time. 31, however good or bad a situation is, it will change. 32, don't take yourself so seriously, no one else does. 33, believe in miracles. 34, God loves you because who God is, not because of anything you did or didn't do. 35, don't audit life. Show up and make the most of it now. 36, growing old beats the alternative, dying young. 37, your children get only one childhood. That's a thought. 38, all that truly matters in the end is that you loved. 39, get outside every day. Miracles are waiting everywhere. 40, if we all threw our problems in a pile and saw everyone else's, we'd grab ours back. 41, envy is a waste of time. Accept what you already have, not what you think you need. 42, the best is yet to come. 43, no matter how you feel, get up, get dressed, and show up. 44, yield. 45, life isn't tied with a bow, but it's still a gift. It's estimated that 93% of you will not forward this. If you are one of the 7% who will, forward this with the title 7%. I'm in the 7%. Friends are the family that we choose. So, I believe that's about it for us. And this meeting of our reunion, UFOers in Grants Pass 2012, is now adjourned unless someone has a comment to make.
He wanted to tell about the gap.
I did.
Thank you. I was hoping that we could do the pictures of the clans, everybody in the.
Yes, we must do that.
Yes.
Yeah, don't anybody leave until we get your picture with your clan, okay? It's being requested by more than one person. Thank you, Denise. just wanted, probably most of you know this, but I think it's very interesting, the history of this gavel. It's very solid and well made, as is the box. Okay, this is the UFO official gavel, crafted by Marvin M. French in 1937 in his shop in Chicago, Illinois. Donated to the UFO in 1994, gavel head is of ironwood, handle is of maple wood. The gavel case, crafted by Michael G. Lynch in 1994 in his shop in Frederick, Maryland, donated to the UFO. The case is of ribbon mahogany wood from Africa. Striking circle is of purple heart wood from South America. This official U.S. gavel was dedicated June 24, 1994, during the UFO reunion number 4 in Bellevue, Nebraska. And it's really beautiful, and I think we should be very proud of it. And I tried to take care of it the last 2 years. And tonight I will pass it on to Denise. At this time, Denise, would you come up?
We did not hold an election for secretary treasurer.
I'm sorry, I didn't mention it, but
You did mention it.
We went
I
straight to
nominate
vice president.
Cindy. Second motion.
Cindy, do you have any? Okay. Is it all right with Cindy?
I don't hear any objections.
She
said we already said all.
Okay.
All those in favor?
All those in favor of Cindy Reese being our secretary/treasurer, please.
Aye.
Any opposed? Cindy is our new secretary/treasurer. Thank you, Cindy. And at this time, I would like to present Denise with the gavel. We will have to FedEx it, I guess. I'm trying an airplane. It's pretty heavy. That's what they did with me. I got it in Nebraska, and so they FedExed it. And so here it is. It's yours. And if you'd like me to send it to you, I will. Would you want to hold it and look at it and show it up? Yeah. Yes. Because of the description, people might want to see it. And it was Denise is the widow of Michael, who crafted the box. So it's kind of special. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming. I enjoyed seeing you all. And I hope you enjoyed yourselves. And have a blessed travel home.
Give it up for
And
Robin.
we'll see you in 2 years.
Land pictures, Robin.